Hey gardeners, just a short one here today. It's been a week since the passing of Jeff Beck, and I'm sort of beside myself. It's a real shocker. I realize we're all getting up there, but his was really completely unexpected. I mean, the man was still out on the road. So what I'm going to do is my little 2 cents for talking about what Jeff Beck meant to me. Outside of Jimi Hendrix, which in my opinion is the ultimate, Jeff Beck is, you know, we're talking like, what? Who's better? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The thing that's important is that Jeff Beck is such an innovator, was such a creative force. I mean, geez. I'm not going to get into any of the Yardbird stuff. The first time I ever listened to Beck was on having a rave up with the Yardbirds. You know, the one side was studio, and that was all Jeff Beck, and the second side was all live, and that was Eric Clapton. So that was my introduction to Jeff, and of course then I followed the Yardbirds, but nothing prepared me for what he was going to eventually wind up doing. So I'm going to put some of the records out that really meant a lot to me and still do, and they do get a lot of airplay at my abode. As you know, we're not shooting in the studio, we're at the house. So first one is obviously Truth, unbelievable LP. I mean, I personally think that Jeff had it all over Led Zeppelin's first LP, but you know, that's how things work sometimes. Great, absolutely phenomenal piece. Another one that doesn't get a lot of recognition, but I like it a lot, is like, man, I don't know, this is like third or fourth in line. This is his second album with the Jeff Beck group that he had created with Max Middleton, and let's see, Cozy Powell was in the band. The singer, oh man, I forget his name. Titch is his last name. Absolutely, this is an absolute phenomenal record that I really, really like a lot. Jeff was trying to find his way, and this is where he wound up with that combo. There's also There and Back, which is, man, we're talking now. He's starting to really get jazzy, crossing over. Actually, this is not the first one that he did like that. There was Blow by Blow, and then that one, which is, you can hear in the background, is just an unbelievable crossover LP from rock into jazz. Outstanding. God, I need to come up with some more words besides outstanding, but you know, they are. The first time I got to see Jeff was when he was in a band called BBA, and this is a live recording from 1973, and it's in Tokyo. The gatefold. It's the best representation of BBA. The studio album they did was good. It wasn't, you know, earth-shattering. It was a good LP, and they actually did another LP, but it never really gelled a lot, and it never blew out of the studio. So, you know, he was trying to do something with Tim Bogart and Carbon Apiece before that, but what happened was those two geezers formed Cactus, and he had to wait. Anyway, long story short. Now we're going to get into some live stuff. This is absolutely freaking off the scale. This is live in Tokyo in 1999. It's a double LP. Now, I purchased a bootleg DVD of this particular concert, and it was all pro shot. Phenomenal. And I bought that sometime at some ways back in the early 90s at a record show, and wow, I've played that thing to death. I can't find it. I know it's in my library of DVDs. I only have a few music things. Well, I won't say that. I have a bunch of music things, but I have another bootleg of his for his, I think it's his 50th birthday party. Poorly shot, but great sounding. And last is this LP that came out, oh wow, I think this is 2014, I don't know. This at Ronnie Scott's. You gotta get this DVD. Now, I had this DVD and I watched the daylights out of it. I sent it to Stoner and I know that he's enjoying it because it's absolutely mind-shattering. It is so good. What he did with that whammy bar on his guitar, it was just, he could go up and down a full octave. And I gotta say, Hendrix definitely, this is the inside. And this, did I say it's a 3-record set? It is a 3-record set. Hendrix did do a lot with that motion on his guitar, but Jeff took it to another level. In fact, Jeff even influenced Mr. Hendrix. Jimmy confessed to Jeff that he had stolen a part from the break that was in the Yardbirds tune 10 years time ago. I think, oh please, I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. But there's a part in the center where they sort of go off on the tangent, and Jimmy said he stole this part, and it was Jeff doing something with his whammy bar. It kind of, it caused the sound to fluctuate a lot, and he stole that part, and of course Jimmy did his interpretation of that motion on his material. But I'm really sorry to have seen him leave the planet. I was very, very fortunate, and I'm not saying this in a braggarty kind of way, because I tell you people all the time that I've seen a lot of bands, a lot of them over the years, and I saw Jeff probably 4 times in his career after, I saw him 3 more times after playing with BBA. Okay, I got a monkey here. And I think the last time I saw him, I think was in like 2000 and, well, it was right around the time this LP got released, or just shortly after, at the Fillmore. And Jeff was doing a tribute to all of his influences when he was a young man, and most of it was rockabilly, but there was some Les Paul overdubs in there, or overtones that were coming through, and you can see where Jeff was coming from this whole life. I mean, amazing, amazing guy. I wish him well on his journey, which we'll all eventually take. But gone too soon, and I still love everything that he does. I'm just beside myself with the fact that he's gone. So until we do meet again on better terms, happier times, I should say, remember, live in the moment. There's proof right there. And we all are all one in that respect. So till the next time, remember, peace to you.